and who knows the Rooney Rule firsthand since he was a standout wide receiver in the NFL's Indianapolis Colts.
Gentleman from Ohio, Mr. Gonzalez, is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in support of H.R. 281, the Ensuring Diverse Leadership Act of 2019, a.k.a. the Beatty Rule. I want to thank Ms. Beatty, my friend Ms. Beatty, and Chairwoman Waters for their work on this legislation and for bringing it to the House floor today. My friend Ms. Beatty has been a tremendous leader on the Financial Services Diversity and Inclusion Subcommittee, and it has been a pleasure getting to know her in my first term in Congress and working with her on this very important issue. Frankly, when I'm back in my district, the issue that most animates our business leaders, those working day to day in our community, is the work that we're doing on the Diversity and Inclusion Subcommittee. Key Bank, Huntington Bank, folks in Ohio, all have stories about the different initiatives that they've undertaken to expand diversity in the financial services community. Like many of my colleagues, I'm concerned about the historic lack of diversity that we have seen at the highest levels of the Federal Reserve. I think this is an important piece of legislation that will help rectify that. As Mr. Stivers alluded to, I consider myself the direct beneficiary of the Rooney Rule, the NFL's Rooney Rule. In my time in the NFL, I was fortunate to play for two men who I consider to be the most incredible and profound leaders I've ever had a chance to work with. Both are African American, Tony Dungy, who's in the Hall of Fame, and Jim Caldwell. The Rooney Rule has worked. From 1921 until 2003, the NFL had 7 minority coaches. 1921 to 2003, 7. From 2003 to the present, we've seen 18. This is a step in the right direction in further the promotion of increased diversity by taking a page out of the NFL's playbook by implementing the Beatty Rule for regional Federal Reserve banks when interviewing for a new president modeled off of the successful Rooney Rule. By providing the opportunity to be interviewed and showcase their individual talents, this legislation will open more doors for individuals from a diverse background while still being based on merit. This is about expanding opportunities and giving everybody a fair shot. I look forward to continue working with my colleagues on this important issue, and again want to thank and congratulate Ms. Beatty for her work on this legislation. I look forward to enthusiastically voting yes, and I yield back.
Gentleman